Anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that.
Yo, the Blueprint album, like one of the greatest albums in music, in hip hop, like that. I mean, from the raps to the sound, it changed hip hop for a whole period, and now it's a timeless album. Like my favorite song on the album is probably "Song Cry." I got something in my hat. There you go. Probably "Song Cry," but there's a lot of bangers on here. From when like the whole thing is in like blue, front cover, iconic. Like, if you wanna get into hip hop, get into Jay-Z, get yourself the Blueprint and study the flow, study the production. It was clean, man. A lot of that is because of Kanye, which must be quite uncomfortable for Jay-Z. But like the whole thing was done like blueprints in the booklet, like plans. And I guess like this was the plan going forward. The sample kind of soul. He brought back samples, brought back soul. And obviously this the way that Jay flows is just way and beyond everyone else, because he does different flows, double entendres, and it's complicated. But there was like this kind of like tracing paper that like you probably used to do like blueprints in the booklet, and it was just classy. The whole thing was a very classy. I've always wanted my own rock chain, and I'm thinking about getting that as a tattoo and homage to just hip hop in this whole period that kind of revolutionized for a little bit. So rock were running the game. They got a lot of haters, but big artists, iconic artists, will have more hate than everyone else. And people like to be contrarian, but there are some people that you just can't count out. He's killing it in New York. They did the Blueprint show today. I can't wait to see Jay when he's in London. I saw the 444 tour. Well, not the tour. I saw him at a festival, Wireless, but it's one of the first times he performed the songs. And what I liked, when he came out, I'd seen Oasis before the reunion. I saw them originally. I've seen some big iconic artists. It's kind of weird to mention Oasis, obviously, because obviously they got beef. And who else have I seen? I've seen massive artists, the Spice Girls in their prime. I know you're probably thinking, what? But at the end of the day, these are massive cultural artists. It doesn't matter about the genre, it's about the impact and where they are in that moment, and you're seeing them. And Jay-Z held the stage and was, for me, he just hit me in the gut. I was like, well, this is Jay-Z. I would say Jay-Z's up there with Jimi Hendrix, he's up there with Elvis, he's up there with Prince. As a kind of iconic artist, culturally he means something. Whereas, a lot of other artists, they might have hits or whatever, but they mean nothing. Like Jay-Z's done it over a massive career of songs. And you can't, he's just relevant, forever relevant. But like the production, probably it's not that loud because it's obviously in the background. But girls, the sample, the music, the flow, the way that he flows in it when he comes in, like, it's just a perfect album. High moments, roll us back straight away, boom, Take Over was obviously, it's set in time now. It's when he was beefing with Nas, so we've got some history there. Izzo has got some cool slang, even H to the Izzo's at time. Music should mark time and then be timeless, really, to be a classic. And that's what this does. Jigga, like Heart of the City, Song Cry is probably one of my favorite rap tunes of all time. Like, I used to listen to that tune and cry to that song, because we've all been through some things, and he talks about being kind of a flawed person in a relationship, really. Obviously, Renegade, when you first heard that, was so good, and like Jay obviously doesn't get watched by Eminem. Nas said that, so people copy it, and it's Nas. He's influential. Like, he's one of my favorite MCs as well. But Jay-Z's up here, and then everyone else is like here, you know, at the top. But Jay-Z, he's above everyone else. Like, he's ascended, you know. And he's miles away from Eminem. Eminem might have big hits and pop hits, but they're kind of meaningless, like to the influence that Jay-Z has. He's up there, at that next level of like talent and relevance. Yeah, he's one of the kings, you know, in hip hop, adding just culture, music culture. He can actually rap live. Like, if he stands in front of you, he's doing his bars. He can rap, and you can watch different performances, and it's got different flavors, and he'll drop a freestyle, and like no one can do what no one. Who else does? No one does. Eminem, he washes Eminem, because Eminem live is terrible. Like, he was probably good, you know, in '96, but Jay-Z is a talent, a gift that he's nurtured. Yeah. I'm glad that he's come back. It's like his big comeback now, I think. There might not be any music. Like, there might not be any music from Oasis. It might just be about doing music. Because music is something that you do, not just produce. And I think that I'm actually glad it's coming back to that. That music is something that you do, and that we do. People get together and make music. As in, like, we can hear it. It's not. I love records, but music is also a live thing as well. So the fact he'll stand there as an MC and do spoken word and rap live, incredible thing. He can hold the stage doing that. He's a poet. Jay-Z, man. Yeah, this is for hip hop. This is top of the pops. And you know, Nas used to be my favorite rapper at one time, but I feel like Jay-Z, him and Tupac are up there. So I mean, like with all the others, with the Kings, with Jimmy, with Elvis, as I said, Prince. Mad things. It's good to see that when we're, you know, with the Beatles, you know, we're alive at the same time as a legend. Like, 'cause a lot of the things we learn about it's gone, you know, it's already happened, or their day's gone, or whatever. But like, yo, like, I gotta be there, man. I gotta be there for this. He's up there with Paul McCartney and them guys. Anyway, if you want to get into hip hop or Jay-Z, or you just like classic music regardless of genre, you know, check out the Blueprint album. I might get another copy of this, because this copy is actually the clean one. I need to get an explicit one. Obviously on streaming it's explicit one. Anyway, and one more thing about the Blueprint is the producers. You have the greatest of the day on the album. Like, The Rule Is Back. It's produced by Bink One, who Bink has produced many other like sick tracks. The Takeover, of course, Kanye West. Izzo is Kanye West, and they record them at Baseline. So the mix and the feel is excellent. Izzo, Kanye West, Girls, Girls, Girls. It's produced by Just Blaze. It's easy to forget that because it sounds Kanye West-ish, but there's a clarity that Blaze always gets with his tracks. Love Blaze. The mix is always great. Jigga, produced by Poke and Tony, the Trackmasters. They produce many Jay-Z songs. They produce a lot with R. Kelly as well, and Nas. Again, they were the top of the rap, especially the R&B pop rap. You Don't Know. This is produced by Just Blaze. Hola Habita, Timbo. And this is 2001, before he completely switched up and just was totally irrelevant. Heart of the City, Ain't No Love. that was also Kanye, and he produced that for DMX. But instead, Jay took it. Never Change was produced again by Kanye West. Song Cry, Blaze. I mean, that production is out of this world. Look at this book. All I Need is Bink One. So there's a lot of similar producers. That's why it creates such a great cohesive album sound. Renegade, produced by Eminem, is clearly his best beat ever. The Blueprint, again, Bink One. Damn. And then the rest are actually there's some bonus tracks, but I don't think the bonus tracks are on this, are they? Yeah, they are. They're not credited. Anyway, the top, like, the production on this album is top notch. Like, the time when you get those producers, like, if you had the same ones now, you couldn't remake this album. Like, it's kind of like, but you didn't have to be there because it's like, even I actually think it's more enjoyable now because it happened, and now we get to enjoy it as it's just an enjoying piece of classic art. Anyway, the Blueprint. You gonna focus? Yeah. Holla at your boy.